Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to stand here once again in front of each and every one of you. I'm Aidan from the Business Strategy Division. Today I'll be presenting a business proposal designed to help us rebuild our creative and commercial momentum. Here's the roadmap for today's presentation. First, we'll look at the reality of our company's recent performance, and then we'll explore why fans love the Marvel Universe in the first place and the challenges we're facing. For each challenge, I'll suggest clear strategies to re-engage our audience. At the end, we will have a summary slide to recap the key points before moving on to the Q&A session. Let's start this thing up with some questions. Have you seen any Marvel movie recently? Anyone? Ringing any bells? If you have, do you find it satisfying as the earlier ones? You may say no. Like many of you already noticed, over the past few years, our company has faced a serious decline in both box office performance and audience engagement. Audience fatigue keeps increasing as well. We shouldn't consider this phenomenon simply as superhero fatigue. We need to reflect on what went wrong and why. Do you remember the time when you sit in the movie theater and watch a Marvel movie as a kid? I certainly do. It brings a lot of good memories from my childhood. When Marvel Studios released the films of Phase 1, like many of you and me, fans weren't just drawn to the characters, but they loved the idea of one shared universe, where superheroes from completely different genres could coexist. Storytelling using this concept works so well, but now we rely too much on these connections, and individual films lost their own identity and quality. For this reason, we must restore the variety of our individual films. And to do that, we need to emphasize unique tones and genres for each film. Each story should stand on its own while still being part of the broader universe. Directors and writers should be empowered to bring new ideas and styles to life. By doing so, we can make the franchise more approachable to our audience and allow each film's unique identity to truly shine. As you may already know, during the pandemic, like most of the production companies shifted their focus to streaming services, we had to depend on our Titan series on Disney+. However, this led to a new problem. Viewers now find it difficult to follow the storylines of our recent installments without watching the streaming content. It caused audience fatigue and reduced accessibility for new fans. To solve this problem, we must minimize the interconnection between streaming content and theatrical releases, ensuring that both can be fully appreciated on their own. This will relieve the pressure to watch multiple series and make it easier for our new fans to join. Despite these challenges I've covered so far, some recent installments, such as Spider-Man No Way Home and Deadpool and Wolverine, performed well, but these successes relied heavily on nostalgia and legacy. That means our casual audience had to catch up on so many previous films to fully enjoy these. Luckily, our greatest strength lies in our library of untapped heroes and ideas. We should leverage these resources and discover talented creators for their fresh perspectives and innovative storytelling. By doing so, we can expand our fan base and strengthen the franchise reputation once again. Throughout the presentation, we looked at the reasons behind our recent decline, including issues like Disney Plus dependency and over-reliance on legacy. We also explored the clear strategies to address these problems and rebuild our creative and commercial momentum. If we implement these approaches consistently, I believe we can reconnect with our loyal fans and casual moviegoers. Okay, that was all for the presentation. If you got any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you.
Dear executives and colleagues of Shinsegae Group, good afternoon. My name is Suyeon Kim, and today I'll be presenting a marketing proposal for Sick Day. Before I begin, let me briefly share today's agenda. First, I'll give a brief overview of Sick Day, then I'll look at Starbucks and No Brand Baguette, focusing on their key problems, proposed solutions, and expected outcomes. And finally, I'll summarize the overall impact these strategies could have on Sick Day, and then conclude my presentation. Since its launch in 2019, Sick Day has brought us together as one team and one family, successfully boosting both consumption and distribution. Last year, our sales target for Sick Day was 1.9 trillion won, and in the end, we achieved around 2 trillion won in sales. A truly impressive result. However, there is one important question we still need to ask. Has Shinsegae really captured the younger generation through Sick Day? Do the so-called new generation, the younger customers, even know what Sick Day is? This question is crucial when we think about the future of our brand. While younger customers may not yet be our most profitable customer segment, their participation in Sick Day can create significant long-term value by strengthening our brand image. Ultimately, what we want is for them to enjoy the event, take part in it, and share that experience with others. I believe many of you share this view. So today, I would like to share some ideas on how two of our group brands, Starbucks and No Brand Baguette, can engage the younger generation more effectively. First, let me begin with Starbucks. This one is actually quite simple. Starbucks already has spaces that the younger generation truly enjoys. Specialty stores. Across the country, there are currently 12 specialty stores, and they have recorded nearly 10 million cumulative visitors. These spaces are already extremely popular with younger customers, especially as photo spots. However, during Sick Day, we are not fully leveraging this existing strength. In many cases, these specialty stores are treated just like ordinary stores, even though they could be used as strategic photo destinations to deepen engagement with younger customers. So my proposal is, let us take this one step further with a concept called snapbacks. As many of you may know, when we take photos ourselves, they often do not come out as nicely as we hope. And some boyfriends are under pressure to take 100, even 1,000 photos for their girlfriends, which can be quite stressful. To relieve this tension between couples and friends, during the Sick Day period, we place professional photographers in our special Starbucks stores. Using the customer's own smartphones, these photographers will take high-quality, perfect shots for them. If we have special stores with outdoor spaces that can also be used for photo shoots, we can extend these to outdoor snaps as well. So through snapbacks, we would expect to see a measurable increase in foot traffic among younger customers at Starbucks stores during Sick Day. Now, I'll move on to No Brand Baguette, one of the key brands under Shinsegae Food. no brand burger offers both great value for money and taste. However, as I'm sure you're aware, the burger market is extremely competitive. There are already many strong burger brands, so this is a very crowded market. On top of this intense competition, we also need to think about how consumers perceive burgers. In the past, burgers were often considered an unhealthy or junk food option. But today, that perception is slowly changing. For younger people who are interested in health, fitness, and physique, it is possible for burgers to be a fresh and nutritious option if the ingredients are carefully selected and well balanced. Many health-conscious customers actively look for information on which burgers are lighter, more filling, and nutritionally better. Instead of simply reacting to this interest, I would like to propose that no brand burger actually lead this movement. For example, we could invite dietitians, popular YouTubers, doctors, and fitness influencers to collaborate with No Brand Burger and create an official burger tier list. In this content, they would recommend burgers that are relatively low in calories, still provide good satiety, and use ingredients that offer a more balanced nutritional profile. In doing so, No Brand Burger could position itself not only as a value for money brand, but also as a key player in a new, health-conscious burger culture. On top of that, I would like to connect this idea with a concrete product concept, the all-day burger. During the sick-day period, No Brand Burger will develop and promote a burger that is made with healthy, carefully selected ingredients, light enough to eat every day without guilt, but still satisfying and enjoyable. In other words, a burger that you can eat every day without getting tired of it, and that still respects customers' health. At this point, I'm sure many of you are already imagining a very special person who could appear in our campaign. If at some point in the future, we could invite such an honorable figure to join the promotion of an all-day burger, it would create a very strong and memorable message. Regardless, if customers can see that Shinsegae food puts health and taste first, and that No Brand Burger uses wholesome ingredients to create this kind of burger, I believe it can truly stand out in the current burger market. Ultimately, these ideas are not only about Starbucks and No Brand Burger, but about strengthening Sit-Day as a whole. If we can successfully attract younger customers through these campaigns, we can expect two key impacts. In the short term, when younger customers join Sit-Day, they share their experiences on social media, which helps more people hear about Sit-Day with almost no additional marketing cost. In the longer term, they help us build a stronger future customer base. If we engage them now, they are more likely to choose Shinsegae brands as they grow older and their spending power increases. With these strategies in mind, I'm confident that Shinsegae will continue to grow into a company that, by attracting the younger generation, can bring the joy of consumption and the joy of culture to people all across the nation. And this concludes my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention.